Time's up. That's what Jane Mayers was thinking after waiting quite a few years for the right time to transform her smile. She decided the time was now. So she wasted no time in seeing dentist Steve Marsh, and they're both here to tell her tale. So welcome both of you to the show.
Thanks, Lori.
So Jane, what made you want to make over your smile?
Through years of brushing my teeth, I brushed them so hard that I had started brushing the enamel off.
Uh-oh.
And I had also, a long time ago, chipped my tooth by chewing on a pencil, and that was bonded. So as years went by, it just kept getting discolored and discolored, and I had like 2 pits in the front of my teeth. And every time I would go to brush my teeth, I'd be like, this is an ugly smile.
Yeah. So what made now the time?
Dr. Marsh, I've been a patient of his for 20-some years, maybe even 30.
Yeah.
We don't go back that far.
No. And he encouraged me for a long time. He was very patient with me. And I finally decided to do it after I was nervous about the pain and what it was going to entail, but it was the best thing I've ever done. It was great. I decided I have to do it. I can't stand my smile anymore. And it also was at a point where I probably wasn't going to have a choice, I don't think.
He was going to make you do it, huh?
Yeah.
So when Jane was ready for that redo, after all those years, what did you do?
Well, first of all, with Jane, she presents so nicely, and Jane didn't mention she's also a principal, right?
A director.
Director. And she deals with kids and people and parents all the time. So a smile is very important to her. So we talked about, Jane, here's what we can do, here are the options. And again, like we've talked before, it's important that we're on the same page, that she knows what we can do, what time is going to take, the finances involved. And then we sat around, we planned it out, and then we were able to do it with some porcelain veneers, and we can show some befores and afters.
Yeah, show us what was involved.
So this is what Jane came in with, and I had mentioned, Jane had mentioned, she had actually brushed so hard that she was actually through the enamel, and what you're seeing there is the dent. The dent is the under material of our tooth. That part of the tooth tends to be yellow. It tends to be discolored. So you can see the chip on her right. And in Jane's case, because there wasn't any decay, because she had taken such good care of her teeth, we were able to use porcelain veneers, and we decided to use 6 porcelain veneers. And again, in this case, all we're really doing is covering the front surface and wrapping over the edge. So where the chip was, the chip is now gone. The tooth is now much stronger. So in terms of when it was time to do it, it was about time, because the teeth had started to show some cracking. So the veneers not only look better, and again, Jane wanted something brighter, but it also gave her this beautiful smile. And there you see a full face, if you will, of Jane before and after. You can even see the light in her eyes is a little different in that after picture, and that's what we were trying to achieve with Jane.
All right, looks great. So how do you feel about your new smile?
I feel great. And every time I walk past a mirror, I'm always right up there, smiling, you know.
Look at yourself and you're happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy. My mom said something that was interesting after I got it done, and she goes, "Oh, there's that smile back."
There's that smile back.
That smile back.
And I think even her son and husband were in her court, so to speak.
Everyone was super happy, and I'm happy.
That's
and I
great.
even took advantage of it, and he always texts to see how you're doing after procedures or calls. Well, I put your number in my phone, and now I'm taking pictures and saying, zoom in on this smile.
When she was at the championship parade, she sent pictures of the championship parade.
Oh, okay, you took some selfies there with a big smile.
She did a nice thing on Angie's List and spoke nicely about us. So she's been a delight to work with. And after all these years of being a patient, it's really been gratifying for us as well.
That's great.
His practice, though, it's like being in a family. It's very welcoming, and everybody's super happy when all the procedures are done, and it's just a comfortable place.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. As Jane found out, there's no time like the present to give yourself the present of a beautiful smile. My thanks to Jane and Steve for bringing a smile to our faces with this great story.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com.